Namo Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai. Dear children, today you will learn Dhamma from a new monk. A new Swamin Wahansa will conduct the sermon today. He will teach you about 4 great qualities, about the willingness to practice Dhamma, and then the determination, how determination can help you to achieve goals in life, and then effort to achieve and to be successful in life, developing effort, and also wise consideration. These 4 qualities is known as psychic powers, the 4 psychic powers. So these 4 great qualities were practiced by the Buddha, by the Arahants as well. So today, even meritorious children like you all will have the opportunity to learn about the 4 psychic powers from a new monk through the Mirror of Dhamma program. So let's go for refuge to Buddha Dhamma Sangha, observe 5 precepts, do Theruvan Vandana, and then listen to the sermon done by a new monk. So stay with us and learn Dhamma and gain merit. Namo Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Buddhaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Dhammaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Sanghaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Dutiyampi buddhaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Dutiyampi dhammaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Dutiyampi sanghaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Tatiyampi buddhaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Tatiyampi dhammaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Tatiyampi sanghaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. To observe the 5 precepts, say after me. I observe the precept of abstaining from killing beings. I observe the precept of abstaining from stealing. I observe the precept of abstaining from sexual misconduct. I observe the precept of abstaining from telling lies. I observe the precept of abstaining from taking intoxicating drinks and drugs. I follow these precepts for happiness in this life, for rebirth in heaven, and to realize the Four Noble Truths. In this Gautama Buddha's dispensation, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, now let's do Theravada Vandana. Iti piso bhagavarahang samma sambuddho Vijjacharana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati sata deva manusanang buddho bhagavati swakato bhagavata dhammo Sanditiko akaliko ehi passiko panaiko paccatang veditabbo vinyohiti supatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho ujjupatipanno bhagavato Savaka Sangho Nyaya Patipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Samichi Patipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Yadidan Chattari Purisa Yugani Atta Purisa Puggala Esa Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Ahuneyo Pahuneyo Dakkineyo Anjali Karaniyo Anuttarang Punyaketang Lokasati Vandami cetiyang sabbang sabbatanesu patittitam saririka dhatu mahabodhing buddha rupang sakalang sada yassa mule nisinnova sabbari vijayang aka Pato sabang yutang satta vande tang bodhipadapang ime ete mahabodhi lokanatena pujita aham pite namassami bodhi raja namatute sadhu Sadhu, sadhu. Say after me. My great teacher, Gautama Buddha, beside the river Neranjara, at Buddha Gaya, seated under the Bodhi tree, purified the body, speech and mind, even in secrecy, did not commit any misdeeds, guarded sense faculties, control sense faculty. My Supreme Buddha, realize the Dhamma without anyone's help. Obtain supernatural powers, developed great virtue, concentration and wisdom, followed the noble path, the noble eightfold path, achieved true happiness, understood all worlds, and escaped from all worlds. Became a great teacher for taming others, became an incomparable teacher for taming others with great abilities. The Blessed One became a great teacher for gods and humans, taught the sublime Dhamma for realization. Sadhu, sadhu. My Buddha became a Bhagava. My homage to Gautama Buddha. My homage to the relics of the Buddhas. My homage to the Jayasri Mahabodhi tree. My homage to the noble Dhamma. My homage to the noble Sangha. Sadhu, sadhu. The Blessed One obtained all these qualities. The Buddha became a Bhagava. The Buddha became a Bhagava. The Buddha became a Bhagava. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. First and foremost, my homage to our teacher and Kalyana Mitta, Pinvat Loku Swamin Wahanse. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Today, dear children, we are going to offer you a beautiful Dhamma gift. We all like gifts, and when we receive a gift or when we have a gift, we would like to keep it for a certain period or certain time because we attract to that. But after that, we don't like it anymore because we don't see a benefit of that after that particular period. But the gift that we are going to give you today, you can keep for your entire life. You will like for your whole life because it's benefit for the rest of your life. This gift called 4 psychic powers. Satara Irdipada we call it. So Supreme Buddha preached that we need to have 4 great attributes or 4 great qualities in our lives in order to practice, establish and cultivate this Dhamma in our lives. In order to be successful in our lives, we need to have these 4 qualities. Those qualities are willingness, determination, energy, and investigation. So we need to have these 4 qualities in order to be successful in our lives. In all the aspects in the life, like in the personal life, professional life, as well as in the spiritual life, we have to be practiced or cultivated these qualities in order to be successful in those areas. We have one of those qualities as our main or strongest quality or core attribute in our lives. That depends on what we have practiced over past lives in our samsara. So if somebody has practiced willingness in his previous lives, he would have willingness as his main quality in this life. If somebody else has practices the determination, he would have determination as his strongest quality. That could be the energy or effort for somebody else. Even that could be investigation. If somebody has practices investigation or wise consideration in the past lives, he would have wise consideration as his core quality in this life. So likewise, we would have one special quality out of those 4 qualities as our core quality or attribute. So those 4 qualities we need to have in order to be practice Dhamma in this life. So in order to learn about these 4 qualities, we will take learning Dhamma as the object in this particular Dhamma session, and will think that one person has the energy as his main quality in his life. So in order to learn Dhamma, how one person can use the energy first of all as the main quality, and how one person can develop rest of the qualities in his life. So that's what we are going to learn today. So if somebody has energy, in order to learn Dhamma, that person will put lot of effort to meditate, to chant Pirith. Maybe at the beginning that person wouldn't know how to pronounce the Pali terms, but still he will put lot of effort to chant Pirith or to meditate or even to do the Vandana and even to practice the good wholesomes like respect parents, teachers, and offering dhanas. He will put lot of effort towards that. Dear children, the greatest teacher, Supreme Buddha, was born in this world as a prince. He was surrounded by so much of luxury. We can't even imagine how much of luxurious life he has spent. So even with that kind of luxury, Supreme Buddha had so much of effort and energy to left behind all those luxury and renounce himself in order to find the truth of this world. So even after that, he practices very hard and tough rules and rituals for 6 years. That also with his energy and effort. So we can see effort and energy throughout his whole life, not only in the last life, but also in his bodhisattva lives as well. So even after he attained the nirvana, attained the supreme Buddhahood, he still has that energy and effort in his life. He travels around India to help all the world in order to learn this Dhamma or to teach this Dhamma. Sometimes he went to Brahma world, sometimes he went to Deva world, so to anywhere he see and help any person who is fortunate enough to practice and realize this Dhamma. So likewise, our Supreme Buddha has immense amount of energy in his life. So if our greatest teacher had that much of energy and effort in his life, we as noble followers also should have some sort of energy and effort in our lives. So this particular person that we are talking about put a lot of energy in order to learn the Dhamma and to practice meditation and all other aspects in terms of Dhamma learning. So the rest of the qualities will join the first quality of energy. Willingness also will join in the beginning or at the earlier. Willingness he will not have towards learning Dhamma maybe. So initially he wouldn't have the willingness to learn Dhamma or to listen to Dhamma sermons or even to chant Pirith or to go for vandanas. But slowly but surely this willingness also start to grow inside his mind because of the energy that he is putting in towards learning Dhamma. So once he have the willingness, everything will start together, working together again. Supreme Buddha preached, Chandang Janeti Vayamati. Chandang means the willingness. We need to have willingness in order to reduce or eradicate defilements and develop wholesomes, to avoid bad and practice the goodness, to avoid demerits and practice the merits. Everything starts with the willingness towards that. So that particular person, when he has the energy, the willingness start to grow, and when it's grown to certain extent, certain level, the everything will start again as a new start and refresh again and work, get the momentum towards the target of learning Dhamma. It is like a mechanism, like in a machine. It's working together along with the willingness. So he has two qualities now, energy and the willingness. After that, he will have the determination also into his life or into his mind in order to practice Dhamma. So dear children, one of the earlier lives of our great Bodhisattva, he was a young business person. So this young business person was on a business trip with his mother. But unfortunately, they met with an accident in the sea, and everybody was scattered in the sea. This young business person, trying to save his mother's life and swim for 7 days, kept his mother on his shoulders with the great determination. He couldn't see even any direction to swim, but still he didn't give up. He never gave up and swam for 7 days with his determined mind. This incident saw by a Brahma from the Brahma world, and he thought, if I cultivate the seed of Buddhahood into his mind, maybe one day he could be the Supreme Buddha, because that much of determination this particular person has. So he planted the seed of Buddhahood into his mind. So this young person took it and absorbed into his mind this seed of Buddhahood. It went to his blood, to the bone and to the bone marrow. So with the great determination, he cultivated the quality of determination for billions of years. So once he practiced this one for a long time, with well-composed determination, he was born in his last life. And our greatest Bodhisattva went towards the Bodhi tree and sat down with that determination that he practices for billions of years, billions of lives. And he thought, I wouldn't stand up from this place until I realized the greatest truth of this world, or until I become the Buddhahood, or attain the Nirvana. So that much of determination he had when he was sitting under the Bodhi tree. He thought maybe my flesh would dry up, maybe my blood would dry up, but still, let it be, doesn't matter, but I wouldn't stand up from this place until I learn and realize the truth of this world. So that kind of immense amount of determination our Supreme Buddha had. So as the noble followers, we also need to have at least little bit of determination in our lives. So the particular person that we are talking about, who's trying to practice Dhamma, will have the determination factor or determination attribute into his mind. So he will try to practice Dhamma with determined mind. For example, is when he tried to meditate for 15 minutes, he put a lot of determination into that and try to sit, so he can sit for 15 minutes and practice. He never forget to practice good qualities because of the determination. He tried to respect his parents and teachers, try to find the time to read suttas because of the determination he has. So now he is with 3 qualities trying to practice the Dhamma. Last but not the least, the quality of wise consideration also join the rest of the qualities. So in terms of learning Dhamma, wise consideration is very unique, dear children. We need to have a teacher to teach us how to practice and how to use wise consideration towards learning Dhamma. We are so fortunate to have our teacher, our Kalyana Mitra Pinvat Loku Swamin Wahanse, because he is always teaching us how to guide ourselves towards wise consideration, how to use wise consideration in order to practice this Dhamma. So this particular person also consider wisely all the aspects of Dhamma, like the basic aspects such as generosity, virtue, meditation. He would try to practice, and while he's practicing, he would attend closely and consider wisely about them. After some time, he can go down to deep level and try to investigate or try to consider wisely about the deeper subjects such as 5 aggregates of clinging, elements, internal, external faculties, likewise. So this person now has all the 4 qualities working together as a one unit towards one target of learning Dhamma. So he can be very successful in his life because he has these 4 qualities now with him. There's something we need to remember, dear children. These 4 attributes or qualities not only to learn Dhamma, but also to achieve any good object in our lives. Let's say you are a student and you want to be a good student. You would like to pass exams. You would like to be a doctor or teacher. Maybe you would like to be a musician or good sports person. For all the objects, all the targets in our lives, we need to have those 4 qualities. The most important thing, we need to find our main quality or core quality in order to develop it furthermore. So that is very important, to identify what is our main quality. That will be the same for all the aspects. It doesn't change from one object to another. For personal life, for the professional, and for your spiritual life, that would be the same, because that's what you have practiced in your past lives. So remember to identify your main quality, and rest of the qualities you can develop. Maybe those will develop even automatically with the main quality develops. So try to cultivate and establish these 4 qualities in your life and be successful in your life in all the aspects. So we think that by listening to this Dhamma sermon, you all will practice these 4 qualities in your life and be very successful in all the aspects in your life, as well as practice this Dhamma, and one day you can realize the greatest truth of Four Noble Truth. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Namo Buddhaya. Dear children, today we are going to chant another wonderful Paritha chanting, a blessing chanting, a protective discourse, and also about loving kindness. That is Karaniya Metta Sutta. So if you like to know the background story or the reason for a Blessed One, for the Buddha to teach or introduce Karaniya Metta Sutta, well, the reason is, once during the Buddha's time, some bhikkhus went to the forest to meditate and to practice the Buddha's teachings. Monks usually find a calm and a peaceful place to meditate and to live peacefully. So, after they went to that forest, due to their good qualities, because of the good qualities those monks have possessed, those divine beings bound to that forest, to the tree, couldn't remain in the top of the trees. Some divine beings are living on trees. Their mansions are made on trees. So after the monks went and started living under the trees and started making cottages under trees, the divine beings couldn't remain in a higher place because the monks were living in a lower place. So since they were earthbound devas, I believe, they could not remain in their mansions. So monks started making kutis, so they tolerated 1 day, they tolerated 2 days, 3 days, but finally these divine beings, they were not happy with these monks dwelling in this forest. So even though they were divine beings, they did not have right views. That's why we should go to divine worlds by developing right views and with the refuge of the Buddha Dhamma Sangha. So now these divine beings, in the middle of the night, they make various noise and they made the monks feel uncomfortable and they produce bad smell. So monks find it uncomfortable to live in that forest. The happiness that they expected, the peace that they expected, the seclusion that they expected, they did not get that. Then they came back to the Buddha and told the Blessed One, we went to this forest, but then we were disturbed by unseen beings. We couldn't see them. We were disturbed by unseen beings. So there were no humans, but then we heard various noise and sounds. So we were distracted actually. Then the Blessed One said, Bhikkhus, get back to the same place. Go back to the same place and meditate. It's a very suitable place for you, but go and chant the Karaniya Metta Sutta first. Then Buddha taught the Karaniya Metta Sutta and sent back to the same place. They were sent to the same place and they chanted Karaniya Metta Sutta and started meditating. The divine beings who are unhappy with the monks, after chanting Karaniya Metta Sutta, the divine beings recognize who these monks are, the great qualities of monks, the value of the great monks and their loving kindness. Then the divine beings realize that these monks are good people.
these monks are a good group of people, we should help them. And the divine beings who disturbed the monks started preparing, arranging water for them, helping them to find alms food. So when the monks went to the nearest houses to go to collect food, the divine beings on the previous day go and remind the people and tell them, and they used to tell the people, look, tomorrow monks will come, prepare alms food. The divine beings help the monks like that. So if you also chant the Karani Metta Sutta, won't the divine beings help you, children? Will help you. Even if the divine beings don't help you, still you will chant something that was said by a Buddha. You are chanting, you are spreading loving kindness. When you spread loving kindness, non-human beings will become pleasant to you. So don't you like to have non-human beings that are pleasant to you? If non-human beings will become pleasant to you, think about human beings. They will also become pleasant to you when you practice loving kindness. So let's chant the Karani Metta Sutta in Pali and English today. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Karaniya mattha kusalena yantam santam padang abhisamecca sakko ujuca sujuca suvaco chassa mudu anatimani. One skilled in good, wishing to attain that state of peace, Nibbana, should act thus. He should be clever, upright, exceedingly upright, obedient, gentle, and humble. Santussako cha subharo cha appakiccho cha sallahuka vutti santindriyo cha nipako cha appagabho kulesu ananugiddho. He should be content, easy to support, with few duties, living lightly, controlled in senses, discerning, courteous and unattached to families. Nacha kuddhang samachare kinchi yena vinyu pare upavadeyum sukhino vakhemino hontu sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitatta. One should not do any slight wrong, which the wise might censure. May all beings be happy and secure. May all beings have happy minds. Ye kechipana bhutati tasava thavarava anavasesa. Dighava ye mahantava madhyimarasa kanukathula. Whatever living beings there may be, without exception, timid or fearless, long or large, medium, short, subtle or gross, ditta va eva additta yecha dure vasanti avidure bhuta va sambhave siva sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitatta. Visible or invisible, living near or far, born or coming to birth, may all beings have happy minds. Na paro parang nikubbetha nati manyeta katha chinang kanchi vyarosana patigha sanya nanya manyassa dukkha micceya. Let no one deceive another, nor despise anyone anywhere, neither from anger nor ill will should anyone wish harm to another. Mata yatha niyang puttang ayusa eka putta manurakhe evampi sabba bhutesu manasam bhavaye aparimanang. As a mother would risk her own life to protect her only child, even so towards all living beings one should cultivate boundless loving kindness. Mettancha sabba lokasming manasam bhavaye aparimanang. Uddhang adocha tiriyancha asambadhang averang asapattang. One should cultivate for all the world a heart of boundless loving kindness, above, below, and all around, unobstructed, without hatred or resentment. Tittang charang nisinova sayanova yavatassa vigata middho etang sating aditteya brahmametam viharang idhamahu. Whether standing, walking or sitting, lying down or whenever awake, one should develop this mindfulness. This is called divinely dwelling here. Dittincha anupagamma silava dassanena sampanno kamesu vineyya gedang nahi jatu gabhaseyang punaretiti. Not falling into wrong views, but virtuous and possessing right view, removing desire for sensual pleasures, one comes never again to birth in the womb. Etena saccena suatti hotu. By this truth may there be well-being. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya.
Namo Buddhaya. Children, now you all are going to listen to a beautiful song. And then this song was made as a tribute for the Rankot Vihara Mahastupa. For this ceremony, around more than 400,000 people took part in this amazing meritorious deed. Our Lokaswamin Wahanse and the monks of Mahamevnawa Buddhist Monastery, together with lay people, offered 24,000 water bowls to the stupa. Pure water. 24,000 bowls of water. Clay pot bowls. And then offered 84,000 oil lamps as a respect for the Dhamma. So the 24,000 water bowls were offered to the great Arahants, to the Sri Lankan Arahants, for the Arahants who lived in Sri Lanka and passed away due to a drought. So Now let's watch that beautiful video. And it's in Sinhala, but English subtitles are added. Watch the song and rejoice in that great meritorious deed. And let's watch the good deeds as well. Nama Buddhaya, Theruvan Saranai.
වැලි තලාතරින් එබී බැබැලි සදාරැදෙනා පිහිටි රට පිපි සහස් පතවන් උතුම් රන් කොත් සෑරජානනී සහස් හර සර අරුත් කළ මැනවී සහස් හර සර අරුත් කළ මැනවී මහා පැරකුම් රජුන් වැනි දෙව් පුතුන් පරසතු මලින් පුදතෙත් කොත්තින් පැනගත් රැසින් කෙත්වත් කරල් ඝනරන් වනින් බබලත් ඒසිකාටැඹ පුලතිසි පුරයේ මහාමුනි ගුණ සංගුන් ගුණ දැරුවේ මහාමුනි ගුණ සංගුන් ගුණ දැරුවේ කසුප් තෙරිඳුන් සංගුන් ලයපත් සමීපෙට ගත් බිමක් විලසින් විරාජිත නිත් මෙවන් විමනක් වෙනින් තැන නැත් රහත් දා වැඩිමනක් වැඩ හිඳිනා හිමෙන් දෙනුවන් ඉවත් කළ නොහෙනා හිමෙන් දෙනුවන් ඉවත් කළ නොහෙනා කාලයේ වැලි තලාතරින් එබී බැබැලි සදාරැදෙනා පිහිටි රට පිපි සහස් පතවන් උතුම් රන් කොත් සෑරජානනී සහස් හර සර අරුත් කළ මැනවී සහස් හර සර අරුත් කළ මැනවී සහස් හර සර අරුත් කළ මැනවී සහස් හර සර අරුත් කළ මැනවී
Namo Buddhaya. You have now come to the Good Deeds session, where we read and watch the good deeds done by children all around the world. My name is Devanga, and today I'm here with Dinu Daha.
Namo Buddhaya. My name is Dinu Daham, and today we'll be watching the good deeds done by Nalini Upasika, Onara Upasika, Cordelia Upasika, Davina Upasika, Kevindu Upasika, Kyle Upasika, and Kylie Upasika.
The first meritorious deed was done by Nalini and Onara Upasika. They have sent us an informative document about the Sri Dhamma Maligawa. Let's see their presentation.
Theruvan Saranai Namo Buddhaya. Temple of the Tooth Relic. Sri Dhamma Maligawa, or Temple of the Tooth Relic, is a very important place. It is situated in Kandy, Sri Lanka. Princess Hemamala and Prince Danta of India brought the sacred tooth relic of the Buddha to Sri Lanka during the time of King Kirti Sri Meghavanya. All the kings after him pay homage to the Buddha's sacred tooth relic. They looked after the tooth relic of the Buddha with the greatest honor. We offer our homage to the sacred tooth relic. We share merit with Loku Swamin Wahansa and mirror of Dhamma Swamin Wahansa and all the monks and nuns all around the world. Theruvan Saranai Namo Buddhaya.
Many merits to Nalini and Onara for sending us this informative document, and to Sanila Upasika for the voiceover. We learned a lot about the Temple of the Tooth Relic, such as where it's located, why it's important, and much more. We should all go to that sacred place one day. We rejoice in your merits. You can also create short 1 to 2 minute presentations about any Dhamma topic or any meritorious deed you have done. You can then send them to our email address.
The next meritorious deed was done by Cordelia and Davina Upasika from Toronto. They have sent an email and a few pictures of them doing good deeds. Let's watch their beautiful pictures. Namo Buddhaya. Please find below 5 good deeds that Cordelia and Davina Kulavansha have done and would like to share on the Mirror of Dhamma program. We offer a daily Peng Puja to our great teacher, the Supreme Buddha. We help our mother put away the washed dishes. We help our mother to clean the house. We help our mother to put away the washed laundry. We help to keep our Chaitya Vahanse clean by removing any fallen flowers or used candles whenever we go to pay homage to the Chaitya Vahanse. We would like to share the merits we have collected by doing these good deeds with Pinwat Loku Swamin Wahansa, all the Swamin Wahansas, our parents, and also with everyone who watches this program. Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. Theruvan Saranai, Cordelia and Davina. Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu. Many merits to Cordelia and Davina for sending this email and the beautiful pictures. May these pictures make other kids do more good deeds and send them to the Mirror of Dhamma program to share with other children all around the world. If you have any photos of any meritorious actions, you could send them to our email address, which will appear on the screen. We will all rejoice to your good deeds.
The next meritorious deed was done by Kevindu Upasika from Melbourne. He has made a marvelous video about what he has gained by the Mirror of Dhamma program. Let's watch his video.
Namo Buddhaya, Pinwat Swamin Wahansa. I'm Kevindu from Melbourne. I started following the Mirror of Dhamma program for kids a few months back and now following it every Saturday. It is a very good program that teaches Buddhism to little children like me. Like a florist who collects beautiful flowers to make a flower bouquet, we should all collect merits. This is one of the first things that I have learned through these Dhamma programs. and I painted this beautiful picture few months back. When I was 5 years old, I learned the Angulimala Parita and chanted it with my grandmother, blessing my loving Amma who was in the hospital. It was the time when my little sister was born. Nowadays, I chant it when we worship the Supreme Buddha. I would like to share the merits with Pinwat Luku Swamin Vahanse, all the other Pinwat Swamin Vahanses, all teachers, my parents and grandparents, and all the living beings. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Many merits to Kevin the Upasaka for making and sending this fantastic video. That quote about the florist was very beautiful. I completely agree. We should be eager to collect merits just like a florist collects flowers.
The last meritorious deed was done by Kyle Upasaka and Kylie Upasika from England. They have sent a few pictures of what they did at the Asapu in England. Let's see the pictures they sent. Namo Buddhaya, dear Dhamma friends. We went to Asapu and worshipped our great teacher, the Supreme Buddha, and the Bodhi tree. We offered many things and chanted Pirith too. From all the merits we have accumulated, may everyone be well and happy. May we all realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Theruvan Saranai, Kyle and Kylie. Many merits to Kyle and Kylie for sending these pictures. There are some very beautiful pictures to share with other Dhamma friends around the world. This will encourage other children who watch this program to send their good deeds to us.
Today we watched many good deeds done by children all around the world. May you also have the opportunity to send your good deeds to our email address.
These meritorious deeds will help us to propagate the Dhamma and teach others to do meritorious deeds as well. We rejoice in your good deeds. The whole world rejoices in them too. May all of us have the opportunity to realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Theruvan Saranai, Namo Buddhaya.
Namo Buddhaya. Children, now we have come to the most difficult session. Why it is difficult? Meditating. Children, when they close their eyes, some they fall asleep. Some they close their eyes and slowly they open one eye. Slowly they open one eye and see what's happening. Don't do that. So now you have to close your eyes and keep your mind in one place. Don't think about the past. Don't think about the future. Stick to the present. Think according to what I say. Follow the Buddha's great qualities. Think of the Buddha's great qualities. When your mind goes out of track, when your mind goes away from the meditation object, get back to the meditation object. Don't dream. Now sit in a comfortable posture. Keep one palm on the other palm. Cross your legs. If you are sleepy, you can do walking meditation. But listen to me. Now listen to me and think according to what I say. My great teacher, Supreme Buddha, eradicated passion, hatred and delusion. Supreme Buddha, eradicated unwholesome deeds, cultivated wholesome deeds, guarded sense faculties, controlled sense faculties, even in secrecy, did not commit any misdeeds. Children of a Buddha, he guarded the eye, ear, nose, tongue, body and mind. He saw things from the eyes, but never got attached, did not get angry, or did not get deluded or deceived. That's why we say that Buddha controlled the sense faculties. The sense faculties are eye, ear, nose, tongue, body and mind. Other people can't guard them. Buddha was able to control the eye. Buddha did not have the desire to see everything in this world. But normal people, ordinary people, they want to see everything as they wish. And if they can't see what they want, they feel sad. Buddha never got sad because Buddha did not have such wishes to see whatever he wanted. Even if Buddha sees unpleasant things, Buddha did not get sad. But normal people, ordinary people, when they see unpleasant things, they get panic and sad. Buddha did not get sad because Buddha had a purified mind. Buddha did not have craving. Supreme Buddha eradicated the desire for seeing forms, for hearing sounds, eradicated the desire for smelling odors, eradicated the desire for tasting flavors, eradicated the desire for touching tangibles. Tangibles are the feelings that you experience through your body. Eradicated the desire for thinking thoughts. In this way, the great Buddha is an Arahant. Arahant. Supreme Buddha realized the Four Noble Truths without anyone's help. In this way, the Supreme Buddha is Samma Sambuddho. Samma Sambuddho. Samma Sambuddho. Supreme Buddha was able to see the past lives. So the passing away and rebirths of other beings.
Supreme Buddha eradicated all taints, obtained psychic powers. Supreme Buddha developed great virtue, concentration and wisdom. In this way, the Supreme Buddha is Vijacharana Sampanno. Vijacharana Sampanno. Supreme Buddha followed the path to Nibbana and achieved true happiness. In this way, the Supreme Buddha is Sugato. Sugato. Supreme Buddha understood all worlds and escaped from all worlds. And the Buddha is known as Lokavidu. Therefore, the Buddha is known as Lokavidu. The Blessed One understood that there are many worlds, that human beings are born among animals too after they die. Human beings are not always born among human beings. So by understanding that nature, by understanding and realizing many worlds, the Blessed One escaped from all the worlds forever. That's why the Buddha is known as Lokavidu. Supreme Buddha became an incomparable teacher for taming others with great compassion. In this way, the Supreme Buddha is Anuttaro Purisa Dhamma Sarathi. Anuttaro Purisa Dhamma Sarathi. Supreme Buddha became a great teacher for gods and humans. In this way, the Supreme Buddha is Satta Deva Manussanam. Supreme Buddha taught the excellent Dhamma without holding anything. Without holding anything. In this way, the Supreme Buddha is Buddha. 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 Supreme Buddha
developed all these great qualities, and was unique to have all these qualities. And the Buddha is known as Bhagava. 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 The Blessed One is an Arahant. He is free from lust, anger, and delusion. The Buddha is a Samma Sambuddha. The Blessed One realized the Four Noble Truths without a guidance of a teacher. The Blessed One is Vijjacharana Sampanno. The Blessed One developed psychic powers, attained special knowledges to see past births, future births, and purified the mind. The Blessed One was unique in wisdom, was unique in virtue, concentration, and wisdom. That's why the Blessed One is known as Vijjacharana Sampanno. The Blessed One followed the Noble Eightfold Path, and that's why the Buddha is known as Sugata. The Blessed One escaped from all the worlds. That's why the Blessed One is known as Lokavidu. The Buddha helped many beings to become good, worse to good, and develop their good qualities to a great extent. Even the people who had good qualities, they were not able to attain Nibbana. They had some qualities. Even for such people, Buddha helped them to attain Nibbana. That's why the Buddha is known as Anuttaro Purisa Dhammasarathi. Even thinking of Arahant Angulimala would help you to understand the Buddha's great quality of Anuttaro Purisa Dhammasarathi. The Buddha became a teacher for gods and humans. That's why the Buddha is known as Sattadeva Manusana. Buddha taught this Dhamma out of compassion, without holding anything back. The Blessed One is known as Buddha. And the Blessed One was able to develop all these qualities. And that's why the Buddha is known as Bhagava. He had all these qualities and he was unique. The Blessed One was the one and only person to have all these qualities. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Slowly open your eyes.
So we have come to the session of merit sharing. This is a very grateful time because we have collected so much of merits by this Dhamma Sermon as well as by listening to this Dhamma. So let's share all the merits that we have collected, first of all, to all the Devas who would like to practice this Dhamma and achieve the final peace of Nirvana. So may this all the merits that we have collected would helpful for Devas who would like to realize this Dhamma. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Second of all, we would like to share these merits to the sponsoring people. Today this Dhamma program, Mirror of Dhamma, sponsored by P.A. Garth and Mrs. Sylvia Garth and his son Dominic, who is celebrating his 28th birthday on 10th of January. So we would like to share all these merits to those three Upasakas and Upasika. They may also practice this Dhamma and achieve the final peace of Nirvana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And they would like to share all the merits that we have collected to Thelma Fernando and Pradeepa Fernando, as well as all the departed relatives of their family. So we would like to share all the merits that we have collected to those everyone. So these merits also would helpful for them in order to achieve the nirvana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So then we would like to share all the merits that we have collected to our teacher and Kalyana Mitta Pinvat Loku Swamin Wahanse and rest of the monks at Mahamevnawa and all the monks around the world. May all these monks would practice Sattva and rest of the Dhammas very easily and smoothly in their lives and achieve the greatest peace of nirvana in their lives. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And also we would like to share these merits towards the monthly sponsor to Shraddha TV. Because of them we distribute this Dhamma around the world, so we can telecast these Dhamma sermons around the world because of them. That is a very great bodily action from them to support Shraddha TV. So we would like to share all these merits that we have collected towards them in order to practice this Dhamma very easily and to achieve nirvana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Finally, the family who sponsored this program would like to share all the merits to all the corona patients around the world, and especially in Sri Lanka, to be well very soon with all the merits that we have collected, as well as to realize the Four Noble Truths. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Finally, we would like to share all the merits that we have collected to all of us in order to practice this Sattva and to achieve the final peace of nirvana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya.